Hello, Westland. My name is Edward Pruett III, and I stand before you looking to earn your vote in this Westland City Council race. I am a husband, a father, a business owner, and a strong advocate for the community. I have 20 plus years of experience in a range of business sectors focused on change, leading the charge to create paths for businesses to grow, exceed goals, and achieve success. I've stood strongly on the side of each of our community members, addressing and executing upon solutions to see our community succeed. And because of my community first focus, we have seen a lot of change, but there is so much more to accomplish. We are in the midst of a historic election, and this election brings forth the desires for hopes and dreams to be achieved, and tangible results to be seen. I stepped into this race because the community has called for change. The community wants results that can be seen, that are sustainable, and causes Westland to stand out as the example to live by. The community desires to see results that positively impacts them at home, with results that match and exceed what was initially presented to them. The community is tired of failed promises and failed expectations. The community wants more and better, and in this election, you can get it. The tough reality is this. We've gone through decades of disregard, decades of downward spirals, and decades of insider deals and political trickery. The community sees it and is saying, now is the time for change. Throughout my work as a community advocate, I have stood on these principles: truth, honesty, and integrity. Through my actions, I've demanded government transparency, accountability, and proactivity. I've demanded fiscal responsibility and community inclusion. We have seen some steps forward in the workings of the government, but we have also seen government officials dig their heels into the ground, especially when it comes to community inclusion and actions that would put their own personal and political agendas in jeopardy. Our community deserves a government that stands with them and focuses solely on what benefits each community member and not what benefits solely government officials. It's time our community gets true representation. This is what you'll get from me in office. You'll get a government that includes you in the process. Even before getting a seat, I have intentionally reached out to community members and brought their voices in. You'll get a government that can truly achieve a safe, clean, maintained, and respected Westland. I have achieved results such as getting unsafe road conditions in neighborhoods that have been intentionally delayed resolved, reaching DTE to get power back on when current government officials couldn't, and so much more. You'll get a government that will be fiscally responsible, standing to ask the tough questions so that the checks and balances you expected to occur, and so that the results achieved are truly what benefits our city and you. You'll get a government that manages the finances well so that you see lower property taxes and more money back in your pocket. When our government officials continue to blindly sign off on financial expenditures and begin talks on raising taxes on our residents to fix their own failures to be the checks and balances, when our government officials, our current government officials, fail to build relationships with electric companies like DTE and Consumers Industries and the mall owners, our number 1, 2, and 4th highest paying tax entities in Westland, when our government officials overtalk residents, throw up their hands at residents, and orchestrate pre-scripted opposition to good ideas so they can vote how they want, it's time for a change. These things affect each and every one of us and impact our daily lives. November 7th is the time to vote. Our choice is between the same and change. Do we want a government that truly represents themselves only or us, as it's supposed to? Do we want a government that continues to violate the city charter, spend the tax dollars in a way that only benefits them and insiders? Or do we want a government that lives up to and exceeds the expectations we have for them? Do we want a government that says one thing but does another, or one that truly stands on integrity and inclusion? On November 7th, we get our government back, and to do so, it requires us to vote for change. I hope to have earned your vote. I stand firmly for change. And if you need any assistance, have any questions, or just want to chat, feel free to call me at 734-444-2741. You can also check out information all in one place at linktree/Edward Pruett III. Also on my Facebook page, Edward Pruett III for Westland City Council. Let's make change together.